Hello everyone, I'm Mike DeAngelo with That's Entertainment, and this is your video review of Alan Wake by Remedy Entertainment. Games that mesh a complete and foreboding horror atmosphere with fun and accessible mechanics are hard to come by. Those tried and true, like Dead Space or Resident Evil, have locked down a fan base, and it isn't that difficult to imagine a success coming out of whatever installments march forth from their ranks. It's difficult to break ground in the genre, however. Alan Wake, a game that has been in development for nearly 10 years, is attempting to fulfill both of those roles, a perfect insidious harmony of terror and performance. With enough time in the works as this game, perhaps even something as dark as the subject matter of the genre can manage to shine.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups.
Alan Wake is a renowned writer of criminal fiction. He's written plenty of best-selling books, and he has proven to many people that he has the chops to continue doing so. There's only one problem. A severe bout of writer's block has his career trapped in limbo. Alan's wife, Alice, isn't about to let his ability dry up, and convinces him to go to the town of Bright Falls in Washington State on vacation. Unbeknownst to him, she masquerades the trip as a vacation when she's really trying to help him regain his gift. Alan begins to have terrible nightmares involving an encroaching dark presence, which sometimes takes the shape of possessed lumberjacks. Throughout the timeline of the game, the concept of what is present between consciousness and sleep is made very ambiguous. The full story is broken up into episodes, brought together feeling like a TV show. The game even throws in a previously on Alan Wake summary between episodes to keep players up to date on details. Alan Wake handles the horror genre with relative ease. There isn't anything too new that it brings to the table, but it doesn't really have to strain to keep things under control either. The basic mechanics of the game require you to shine your flashlight onto an enemy to make them corporeal. Afterwards, you unload on them with your gun. The 1-2 punch can get rid of any of the taken, though some take significantly longer to bring out from the darkness. The game does an excellent job of inventory management, giving you just enough ammo and batteries for your flashlight to make you worry about whether or not you can survive the extent of the level. The only real complaint in the game is that it does fairly little to separate itself from other games. It offers very little in terms of innovation, and some players may feel as though they've played a game like this many times before. The game takes atmosphere to a whole new level. One of the things that it does exceedingly well is put its players in a state of unease. When the haunted woods surrounding Bright Falls begins to go dark, worry mounts your mind, and it is not one to let go on a whim. The authenticity of the town is apparent as well. With very few exceptions, the presentations of the game's locales are perhaps the most realistic in gaming to date. From Bright Falls Trailer Park to its police station and even its national park, everything is stunning to behold. It's odd then to think that while everything else is simply gorgeous, the facial expressions and lip syncing can be so underwhelming and off-key. That isn't to say that the vocal work is shoddy at all. Despite some instances where it seems like the voice actors are racing through their lines, the delivery is near perfect. Finally, the music and sound sticks with the high level of quality. The music especially has a powerful presence in the game, and helps to add to the scary vibe that the visuals are good enough to invoke on their own. The length of the game leaves something to be desired, especially when considering that some levels feel a little intentionally drawn out. Even when doing that though, the entirety of Bright Falls feels realistic and breathtaking. The game finds extra reason to go on thanks to an unlockable nightmare mode, as well as a huge collection of hidden chests, collectible items, and vast amounts of backstory. Unfortunately, the game is so linear that you may find that not even the fear factor can draw you back for another run at Bright Falls. While Alan Wake certainly has found a successful balance in mechanics and horror, it would have been nice to see that scale rise a little higher. The hero of this game could have ascended the ranks of Microsoft's greatest protagonists and been, in essence, the Xbox 360's Nathan Drake. As it stands, however, Alan Wake is just a man dealing with his demons, someone who goes through a personal journey which, while powerful in its own way, doesn't reach the level of inspiration that it could have. That's Entertainment awards Alan Wake a score of 8 out of 10.
It was a beautiful place. I told myself I could rest.